Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. So, today I'm going to be talking about truly stepping in to the power of asking for what you want from the universe unapologetically. So, let's talk about this for a few minutes and ways that we actually block ourselves, that we stop ourselves from even asking for what we want in the first place, right? So it's so easy for our limiting beliefs and our intrusive thoughts about ourselves and our limitations that we place on ourselves to shine through when we're even asking, right? When we're asking for what we want, we stop ourselves. We stop ourselves before we even ask. And why is that? Why is it that we stop ourselves from even asking, from even putting the request out there to the universe? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Obviously, we do not set out with the intention to self-sabotage, right? Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, today is a great day to self-sabotage. It just doesn't happen, right? It doesn't happen like that. So why is it happening? And why does it continue to happen to you if you are someone who has a hard time asking for what you want? So a few things here. Beliefs and programming and past stories and past limitations that we have created in our subconscious minds, past hurts, past disappointments, things from our childhood, situations that we went through but we're still carrying an imprint of them in our bodies, minds, and our souls. So this is in a nutshell the biggest reason why you cannot even, if you're struggling with this, why you cannot even find it within you to actually make that request to the universe for what it is you truly want in your life, right? And that's step one. That is step one to even manifesting anything. Because if you do not feel like you can ask, and if you do not feel like you're worthy of it, if you do not feel like you can step into that receiving power, then how is the universe going to give you that thing you really desire? It's not going to be able to, because you're not embodying that inner power, that inner light, that inner dynamic, that inner purpose. You're not following your intuition or listening to your higher self, and you're not in alignment to be a vehicle for receiving that you truly want, right? So then you might ask, what is it I need to do? How is it I need to be? How is it I need to act? And I would tell you, it's more of an overall sense of surrender, sense of knowing, sense of deep intuition, allowing and easing into tapping into your higher self on a daily basis. And you can start to do this with very simple ways, right? This does not have to be anything fancy. It does not have to be a big ceremonious manifestation, ritual, or anything of the sorts. It does not have to be that at all. It can be as simple as When you wake up in the morning, you light a candle and you state your intention out loud. It can be as simple as you find the time to do things that feed your soul in the morning before you get started into your daily routine, whatever that routine is, whether you're a business owner, whether you work in a traditional career, you work from home, or you stay home with your kids and you have big dreams to form some type of business, some type of nonprofit, or maybe you have a dream to write a book. Whatever it is that you're desiring, you need to step into that energy on a daily basis. And that's how you start attracting it closer to you, attracting it to your field. And it's not something that happens overnight, despite some of the gurus will tell you about quantum manifestation and how you can quickly change your energetic field to draw in those things that you truly want to attract money. And yes, that is possible. That is entirely possible. But, here's a big but, if you are not first tapped in to your inner self, to your intuition, to your higher self, if you are not tapped in deeply, physically, spiritually, mentally, and if you still have some blocks that aren't even your fault, but you've just carried them with you through your life, they may have come from a past life that you experienced. So you may not even have a physical memory of these. Or they may have come from your childhood, in which case you might need to do some inner child work to release whatever else you're holding onto in your body that is imprinted in there energetically. Whatever the case may be, when we think about truly asking for what we want, and that is the first step in anything. I'm going all the way back to the beginning here because I know a lot of people get confused about manifestation and what do I do and what are the steps and how do I follow this step for step for step. So I wanted to come on the podcast today and just share with you, this is the pre-work you need to do before you can even get into that deeper field of manifesting, right? Because you're not going to feel your inner power. You're not going to be able to tap into the unlimited amount of resources that you have within yourself. You're not going to be able to tap into those resources if you still have situations, limiting beliefs, blocks, things blocking your energetic field from receiving those things that you truly, truly feel passionate about and want to manifest into your life. So that's the first thing. If you're listening to this today and you're thinking, yes, I do stop myself. I often stop myself from asking for what I want, and I don't know why. And I feel like I'm self-sabotaging, and I feel like I just can't figure it out. Like I see everyone else around me talking about manifesting their goals, their business goals, or career, family life, travel, adventure, money, and I just cannot figure it out. I had to figure this out the hard way by realizing that I couldn't just dive into that manifestation work without first untangling a lot of the stories that were living within my DNA that I sometimes and most often didn't even realize were there. These are things sometimes that you're not aware of on a conscious level. It's not until you start digging deeper into the subconscious brain that you start realizing what you've been holding on to. And then you have those aha moments. You're like, oh, yes, that situation from my childhood was preventing me from showing up authentically in my business, or was preventing me from putting myself out there to form partnerships or to be in communities or to go to networking events or any imaginable scenario you might have wanted to do but continuously felt stopped by doing. And when you do start to heal, when you start to heal those stories that have been living within you energetically for so long, you're going to start to notice a few things happening. You're going to start to notice your confidence improving. You're going to start to notice you're putting yourself out there more, whether it's in personal relationships, business or career, friendships. You're going to start to notice your authenticity coming through, shining who you truly are on a soul level. You're going to start to notice you don't hesitate as much to share things, especially if you're a business owner. You're going to start to notice you're showing up in a true sense of your authenticity, of your inner light, coming directly from your higher self, connected in with the universe. So you're going to start to notice all of those things when you start to clear out all of the energetic attachments that have been clinging onto your cells, literally clinging onto your DNA cells. So this is not something that we should beat ourselves up for. It's pretty outside of our control for things to be clinging onto our DNA cells. And when you do start to clear these things, you're going to start to notice how different you feel. But it's not like you're striving to become a different person. You're just going to feel more joyful, more alive, more elated, more hopeful, more happy, more peaceful. And these are all things that clients have come to me saying that they have wanted to achieve, right? It's not often the fancy car, the big house, the expensive Chanel purse. Maybe that does make some people happy, and I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, because that's your desire. Your desire is there for a reason, right? But most often what I see and what I hear again and again is that women want deep inner peace. They want a deep sense of knowing who they are. They want confidence. They want to be able to be themselves in a sea full of what sometimes seems like a lot of noise. They want to just show up as their true soul essence. And they want to be able to move through life freely. They want financial freedom. They want support. They want all of these things. And if that is what you are listening here today and saying, yes, I want all of those things, how do I get those things? Methods that I've been using aren't working. I know there's a better way for me. That's why I'm launching the all-new Mom Intuitive Healing membership. And I just want to say that if you are listening and you're not a mom, I'm going to be rebranding over the next few months to include all women everywhere and anyone identifying with the female divine feminine energy. So I don't want to be non-inclusive to people who are interested in doing this work but do not identify as a mom. I just wanted to put that in there. So this membership is basically, it's a journey for your soul. And you're going to journey through all 4 seasons, So it's going to be winter, then spring, then summer, then autumn. And through your journey through each season, we're going to uncover and dive deep into what is calling to you to be released. Not only releasing blocks and saying goodbye to them for good, but also what is calling from your soul, from deep down in your soul, from your higher self, connected in with the universe, for you in your life, to be, to do, to have, to create. So we're going to be working with the energies of the seasons as we flow through each season, but also we're going to be using the elements. So we're going to be bringing in the elements of air, earth, fire, and water to supercharge your individual journey. And since this work is so deeply tied to the body's energetic system, which is so deeply tied to the chakra system, we're going to be exploring each one of the chakras as how they relate to each season, and to teaching you self-healing ways you can clear your chakras, ways you can get into energetic alignment to pursue your big goals. So if this is something that your intuition is screaming, yes, I need this in my life, this is exactly what I've been waiting for, the link will be in the show notes. The introductory price is only $44 a month, and it's cancel at any time. There's also a few options for 3, 6, or 12-month subscriptions, and with those you'll get a few bonuses. So with the year-long subscription, you'll get one 60-minute hypnotherapy private session with me per quarter. So that in itself is worth around $170, and you get it included just for signing up for the year-long membership. That is worth it in itself. But I don't need to tell you how powerful this work is. I want you to experience it for yourself. So if you're listening to this today, I want you to go to that link, and I want you to send me a message, and I want you to tell me, what would your life look like if you could walk in your inner power every single day? If you could discover your personal power, and if you could discover what your higher self wants you to know and tap into your intuition every single day without worry, without judgment, without concern about what everyone else is doing around you, how would that make you feel? And I want you to reply, and I want you to tell me how it would make you feel, and I want you to embody how it would make you feel. Because stepping into the feelings of what we truly desire, whether we have them in the present or not, stepping into those feelings is going to attract those feelings right to us. So I'm super excited to be launching this membership. It's been on my heart for a very long time. It's also going to include a lot of teachings and trainings and workshops on the cycles of the moon, how we can work with those energies, the cycles of the seasons, like I had mentioned, a monthly Zoom healers call where we'll all get on the call and do some group healing work, some releasing work, some work on our limiting beliefs and what we're being called to release and what we're being called to step into and to step into our power. The membership is also going to include some extra resources and supports for female entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs identifying strongly with that divine feminine energy. So those workshops will be focused on stepping into your authenticity, to build your authentic brand, to put yourself out there from a place of your deep inner wisdom, your knowledge, because it all lives within you, and it is just calling to you to be released. So if any of this is resonating with you, click the link in the show notes, sign up for the membership, and I'll see you in the private Facebook group that's associated with the membership. You'll get the next steps sent to your email for all of the relevant dates. And the best part is that a lot of the content is watch on your own time. So you don't have to be committed to a certain date or time to get on a bunch of calls. Because I know we're all busy. We're busy moms, professionals, business owners. We're busy. So I know it's hard to get on live calls, but there will be one live Zoom per month at least, probably a little bit more as we go on with guest experts and experts on spirituality and intuition development, different modalities, and all different categories to help propel you in your journey forward. So a big part of surrendering to our next step is allowing ourselves to be guided by the signs that the universe is giving to us, right? So you might see this, you might listen to this and think to yourself, this might be a sign that it's time for me to explore my inner self. This might be a sign it's time for me to step into my power. Even if you have explored energy work, different modalities in the past, this might be the catalyst that you need to push you forward into your next powerful time in your life, to your next chapter, to your next story, right? So if you're feeling that call today, come join us in the membership. I'm so excited to welcome you in. There's going to be a lot of more goodies too. I could probably talk for an hour about everything that's going to be going into this. There's also going to be some trainings and workshops on how to intuitively select crystals to work with crystal energy, some oracle card workshops, other metaphysical workshops, spirituality, and it's all going to be so in alignment with what you need at the moment. I thought about this for several years, and I see a lot of other memberships with cookie cutter advice and strategies. And I want you to know that none of this is going to be that. This is going to be a unique experience to tap in to your higher power, to your higher self, in order to manifest that big, wild life that you've been dreaming of. Or maybe you don't have a vision for it yet. We're also going to do visioning work. So I love you guys. Have a fabulous rest of your day. And please reach out with any questions around the membership or working together. I will just let you know that I'm planning an out of this world, I can't think of any other way to describe it, but experience in March. And it's going to be around goddess energy. I've been working with goddess energy for the past 2 months, and let me tell you, it is powerful. it really allows you to step into your personal power, to your divine feminine energy, to co-create that life you've been dreaming of. And in March, there's going to be a lot of resources and support and possibly a workshop on channeling your inner goddess energy. So if that is something that intrigues you, come join us in the membership. You'll get all of that included, all of the workshops, all of the trainings, all of the resources, the PDFs, the journal guides, the crystal guides, and also self-hypnosis and meditation tracks that I will be recording and putting into the membership. So you're going to get all of that for $44 a month. So let's be honest, like, who among us goes to Target and easily drops $200 without blinking an eye? You're going to be getting all of this goodness that I just walked through for only $44 per month. So think about that. All right, everybody, have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you here on the podcast next week. Love you guys. Bye.